Yeah, crazy so. Okay, well, I'm glad you guys are here so I can finally talk about myself. I finally, after needing this for years and years and years, started doing something really dope. I started going to therapy. I love it. Therapy, legit changed my life. And I love it so much because it's so much better than what I was doing before, which was taking astrology way too seriously. It's like, you can only blame the moon for so long. Or it's time to talk about your dad, right? Most of it is his fault. Yeah, I don't care what your sign is. I will say, I think you should, if you do get into astrology, I am someone who has been, at times in my life, deeply immersed in the star arts. And here's what I'm going to say. I don't recommend it. It's not, you can't take it that seriously. You know, what you should do, look up your sun sign, or see if you and your crush are compatible, or look up your rising sign, and then immediately forget not only what your rising sign is, but what a rising sign is in general, you know? Keep it surface level, because if you get too deep into astrology, eventually you're going to read your horoscope, and it's going to say something like this. Gemini, do not sign any important paperwork or contracts until Mercury, the ruling planet of communication, turns direct in its orbit. I'm like, what is that? 1.5 days? Or 3.5 weeks? 3.5 weeks. That's not advice for my adult life. How do I apply that to my adult life? Okay? Some of you guys probably have day jobs with paper and stuff. It's so cute. Can you imagine being at work and there's an important contract that needs to be signed? And the person that's supposed to put pen to paper is like, I really hate to do this because I know the team has a lot riding on this deal, but I would really feel more comfortable if we could all wait 21 days until Mercury, the ruling planet of communication, turns direct in its orbit. I don't mean to play the divination card, but it is written in the stars. What are you, a fucking centaur? Sign the contract, Phoenix! You bought your tarot cards at Urban Outfitters. That was it. You just can't. You just can't take it that seriously. I am happy to be here with you real people. You guys are real people, not deep fakes, right? That technology went real quick. No, I'm glad to be here with real people instead of on the internet. I kind of hate the internet. It's a scary and sad place. But I will say there's one thing about the internet that I do appreciate. And that is there are a lot of opportunities for a side hustle on the internet, right? Yeah. There's one I just found out about this. Let me know if you guys have heard of this. There's one I just found out about. Did you guys know that there are men on the internet? Yes. Stay with me. There are men on the internet who will pay cold, wet cash for a woman's dirty underwear. You guys knew that? She's like, that's how I bought this purse. It's a cute purse. I just found that out. Oh my God, I'm so mad. That does feel like a lot. That feels like a missed opportunity for me. Do you guys know how many days there were last summer? How many hot, sticky, 95-degree days where I was just tossing passive income into trash cans all over the city of Chicago? I could have bought AirPods. I could have had a KitchenAid. Are you kidding? Been making pies. What a missed opportunity. Such a bummer. Such a bummer. I'm Australian now. I had 1.5 beers. I'm hammered. Cool. We love it. All I had today for lunch was cornflakes. It was very sad. That's unrelated. Okay. Before the quarantine, I did something very brave. I quit a full-time job that was ruining my life. You guys should all quit your jobs like tomorrow. It's amazing. I quit my job because my boss would not stop calling me kiddo. I don't have to tell you that my boss was a man. You guys got that. Obviously. Okay, but this man, my boss, that would not stop calling me kiddo was 5'2". He was 5'2". I'm 5'8". You're 5'2". You're calling me kiddo? That's like a very transparent short guy move, right?
Yeah.
It drove me nuts and I quit. And when I was thinking about it, I'm like, what was this guy's problem? I think I figured it out. Have you guys ever heard the saying, hurt people hurt people? Did you know some men who belittle people belittle people? I can both be true. All right, I'm going to leave the stage soon and we're going to start the show with all the other comics. I'm so excited. Okay, I am in a long-term relationship. We'll do applause. I'm in a long-term relationship. And I don't know about anyone else who's coupled out there, but the pandemic was not like a super sexy time for us. Something about like the, like all the masquerades and stuff. Yeah, it wasn't super hot. So I did try to spice it up in the bedroom. I told my boyfriend I wanted to try role play. And the problem with introducing like a new thing sexually when you're in a long-term relationship is they usually want to know where the hell you got that from, right? Especially in a pandemic. So I did have to tell him, and I'll tell you guys too. I did get it from an ex-boyfriend. I was like, babe, don't worry about it. The guy was a total asshole. But I used to date this guy, and he was like, I really think we should try role play. And I was like, okay. He's like, I think it would be so hot if you could pretend to be anybody else. Ouch. I was like, that's a pretty sick burn from a 32-year-old man with a lisp. Yeah, he had a lisp. Are you fucking kidding me? He doesn't like my personality? Okay. So I said, fine. I'm a vindictive person. I said, fine. I'll play ball. Let's do this. I said, I'll do role play. Let's do it. How about we do like a sexy medical thing? How about you can be my patient and I will be your speech therapist. And he was like, no, thank you, Tessa.